We know it's still summer, but winter isn't far off. And there's a part of Canada where the cold weather is good for business. Winnipeg's freezing temperatures have helped a testing facility become a key player in aviation. As Tamara Ferlansky reports, business at the $50 million site is now taking off.
It's a site like no other. At first glance, you might think you're at NASA. But this is the GE Aviation Engine Testing, Research and Development Center in Winnipeg.
It's a very exciting place to be. I think, you've got the coolness factor.
Cool in more ways than one.
This is the wind tunnel that generates the wind. So the cold air mixed with some hot water creates the ice.
General Electric freezes its airplane engines here to make sure they'll work in the coldest temperatures. The facility is in Winnipeg because of our frigid winters. GE contracted Standard Aero to run the site for the next 10 years. The $50 million facility just north of the airport terminal has only been open a little over a year. Initially, it was just for cold weather tests. But this fall, ice won't be the only thing thrown at an engine here.
This is the bird ingestion setup. So this is the bird cannon.
Loaded with bird carcasses collected from the dump, it does exactly what the name suggests.
The birds get loaded into a canister. There's a series of pressurized tanks. That pressure is released when the wind tunnel is running, and then the birds are targeted towards a specific area on the engine.
GE does similar rigorous tests using ball bearings, hail, sand, and even volcanic ash. It's to make sure your flight is safe. In 2009, an Airbus hit a flock of Canadian geese over New York City. The engines lost power and the plane glided safely onto the Hudson River. During a bird strike, an engine has to maintain 70% of its power to meet regulations. When an engine is being tested, there's around 10 engineers on site. There's also these cameras which feed a live look to GE's team in Cincinnati.
All commercial engines. In the future, if GE has a need to do military engines, they will do military engines here.
The facility is booked solid with new engines for the next several years. Tamara Ferlansky, Global News, Winnipeg.